Hi everyone. Hello, hi everyone. Today being a Friday, we're gonna have a great topic to discuss, all about bisexual and lesbianism. I think this is for ladies, but not only for the ladies, but for all of us in the group. And to our audience, you highly welcome tonight. To our precious guests, you're more than welcome. I'll be your host, Rosamond Shens, together with my colleague, Caroline. You all welcomed. Karibuni sana.
Hey Rosie, I'm so glad that you're my co-host today. Well, I'm very sorry for introducing myself this late, but I'm so prepared for today. I'm so eager. I really want to listen from our guest, and I'm hoping we're going to learn together. Yeah, I want to welcome everyone. Feel at home. This is the right place to be, and we're going to learn together. Yeah, so I'm Carolina Teno. Well, I'm a third year student at GQuat. I take real estate, and I'll be co hosting with my beautiful friend Rosie. Yeah, today's topic is all about lesbianism and bisexuality. These are things that we have in the society, and somehow we need to understand, we need to know how to go about them. And that's why we thought it wise to discuss this topic today. I'm hoping we will gain so much from it and learn, so that we also understand these special people, okay, this type of people in the society. Well, so I presume everyone is ready for tonight's topic. We are going to discuss about lesbianism and bisexuality in our society today. Yeah, and we are glad to have our beautiful guest, Faith Diana. She will kindly introduce herself, what she does, her passion, and let me take this opportunity to just welcome her officially to the group.
Mm, Asante sana Carol. My name is Faith Diana kama venye tu umesikia, and a professional model, sorry. I'm also a student at Kirinyaga University taking forensic science, and I look forward to a beautiful night as we expound more on this topic, lesbianism and bisexuality, on the ladies' side, of course. Thank you.
Okay, that's nice of you, our dear guest. Feel welcomed. Okay, briefly, can you just explain to the audience why did you get to teach us today about bisexual and lesbianism?
Rose, kindly please repeat your question. I didn't get you well.
Okay, my question goes like this: how did you come out to speak about bisexual and sexuality? Because imagine it's a topic that most people avoid it, talking about it. So how did you gain that courage, or what came onto you for you to discuss about bisexual and lesbianism? That was my question.
First and foremost, I would like to state that I'm very straight. I don't have a liking for women. Um, the reason why I decided to look into lesbianism and bisexuality is because my best friend had a rather unfaithful turn of events. She was dating, she got so heartbroken. I guess it was her first love. She got so heartbroken. And from then on, instead of facing things, she diverted her attention into something else, into, as in, which just grew into a liking for women. And since then, actually, I've never seen her this happy. So I guess trying to understand it is not wrong. As much as I'm a Christian and stuff, you also have to go in deeper and just understand where these people are coming from.
Hey, I get you, my dear. Okay, briefly, because we have some people here, maybe they don't know what is lesbianism or what is bisexual. Briefly, can you just try to differentiate the two? Mtu lesbian, utasema nani huyu ni lesbian kivipi? What is lesbianism? Na bisexual, mtu atauliza bisexual, mi sielewi bisexual nini. So what is bisexual, what is lesbianism, or what comes, someone will be called, oh, this lady is a lesbian, or this lady is bisexual. Kindly please.
A simple way to explain the term lesbianism is just by saying it is the homosexuality of women. By homosexuality, we mean that somebody's sexual orientation is inclined to the same sex, not the opposite sex, to the same sex. If it's female, there is a sexual attraction to the female gender. As per bisexual is a person whose sexual orientation is inclined to both sides, anaweza kuwa na the opposite sex and also can be comfortable being with the same gender.
Okay, thanks very much, my dear guest, for the answer. Okay, in real life situation, God created us both in both religions. Let me say, Muslim and Christianity. We all know that God created man and a woman for a reason, right? Yeah. So why is it that a lady can decide to be a lesbian? That is, she starts becoming attracted to ladies rather than men. Yet we were created to be like that. A lady to get attracted to men, then men to women. So what do you think it can come up to a lady? As at first you told us about a friend. Okay, that was from heartbreak. So what are some other major factors that can cause a lady to be a lesbian, apart from being bisexual? That is, apart from that, just being a lesbian. Kindly please.
Many causes of lesbianism. Some of them can be environment, peer pressure, the influences from the media, and etc. Also, but I want us to think about this. Lesbianism is both mental and physical, as in it can be caused by both mental and physical reasons. Let's look at this. Let's take an example of a girl who spent most of her time in maybe in a surrounding where most of them are girls. Definitely that girl might develop a liking to the other girls, not because yeye anataka, but just generally if she has grown in such an environment, ye hatajua mwanaume, atajua mwanamke. Also, let us take this kind of a scenario. A lady amezaliwa by a single mom. The mom tells him how bad men can be, how much trash they are. Eventually, that girl develops a hatred towards men. So hata kuwa na mwanaume, it becomes a problem. Sasa, yeah, being with a lady to her will not be an issue, because for her, ladies are pure beings as compared to men who she views as trash.
Wow, that's great. Nafurahi sana venye umeleta into real life situation, venye kuko kwa ground kwenyewe. Yani tunaelewa sasa venye kuko, sio mtu kupenda, lakini ameanza with that life maybe from utotoni, anaona hivyo as in, tena social media ni ameona tu hivyo akiwa mchanga. Kwa hivyo tuseme tu ni kitu amekuwa akiona, ni kama sasa amezoea, yuaona ni hivi. Sasa when like with a single mom, she gets to learn that no, men are bad, I just need to be with company of ladies. Then thereafter she starts developing feelings for ladies. I'm more than grateful, my dear guests. Asante tena sana, mi mwenyewe najifunza. And to my audience, najua mo enjoy the show. That's great. And to my fellow colleague, back to you for now. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, our guest, for the eye-opening information. Now, well, what's your personal view? Like, how do you view lesbians and bisexuals in our society? And would you recommend a specific way that you'd prefer they be treated so that they can also feel part of the society? Okay, just give us what you think about lesbians and bisexuals, kindly. Thank you, my beautiful colleague, Rosie. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm hoping everyone else is also learning.
So, my personal take on lesbianism. A few years ago, ungeniuliza swali kama hiyo, I would be offended. But time has taught me that kila mtu anapaswa kuwa appreciated just the way they are. Kumbuka, umse, as in there is a reason behind that person being that way. My personal experience, okay, I cannot condemn anybody for being a lesbian or a homosexual or a bisexual. Kila mtu ana maisha yake ya kuishi. But doesn't mean that I will live my life like that. As much as I respect these people, me, lesbianism, for me, bisexuality is out of the question. It can never happen. But let me just say that somebody asked me a few days ago if a lesbian has a choice whether to be or whether not to be. Ukiuliza, most people say that it's not a choice. And trust me, it's reasonable. Since why would someone choose to be scorned by the society, to be rejected by their own family, to be denied their rights, and maybe subjected to possible violent hate crimes? As in Haileti, but I choose to believe that one, it's a matter of choice. Ebu, as in it's just a matter of choice. Ebu, let me argue through this line of thought that being gay is it's just a choice, because you choose whether to act on it. You don't choose that utakuwa attracted to a woman, but you choose to act on it. It's the choice that one makes. So I believe that being gay is your choice, because you can choose also not to act on it and you'll still be okay. Anyway, we can't choose our sexual orientation, so people should respect that. As in, just treat me with respect, because iyo ndo nimeamua, As in, I don't see why you should treat somebody badly, badmouth that person, or even hit that person, stigmatize the person, just because that person has a different view of what life is from you. As in, Abu, let me pose a question. There are right-handed people and left-handed people. Ushaisikia mtu amediscriminatiwa ama amestigmatiziwa for being left-handed? It doesn't happen in most of in normal circumstances. Simply being watu wamezoea. People can be right-handed or left-handed. Although kuna common myths and misconceptions that come with being left-handed, that you can a hot temper and stuff, but still, si unaandika na handwriting yako ni mzuri, so I don't see a point of discriminating these people or showing them how much they are off the law of nature. Okay.
So, to our guests, so basically, what you're saying is that these people should not be discriminated against, and we just have to live with the fact that, well, they're there and they're there to stay. Now, to my next question, is there a remedy for lesbianism and bisexuality? And like, is there a possibility that one can change, like, can have 100% deviation from lesbianism and bisexuality once they're accustomed to it?
Carol, I believe that therapy can change a person. Yeah, if you really, really, really want to change from being a lesbian to being straight, yeah, therapy will do the trick. Yeah.
So much for this, for Diana. Now, to my next question. Well, according to you, should lesbians be treated specially, or they are just like any other person in the society? Are they supposed to be like set aside as a special group of people and be seen differently, or we should just integrate with them in everything we do? And put this in your mind that the society is not so easy on them, considering our cultural values and the morals that we consider as Africans. That is, yeah. So probably, according to you, do you think they should be treated specially from the rest of the people, or they're just like any other person?
Um, um, for this opinion, when you call somebody special, it automatically makes that person different. In this case, when you view somebody as different, means that this person harank place uko, as in he's either above you or below you. So I wouldn't term them as special. I also thank God for LGBT, because LGBT has a Bill of Rights that protects lesbians. So as a lesbian, I think you should interact more, as in research more about your rights, so that at any time, at any point in life, you can be able to protect yourself, because this world is harsh, not only to lesbians, not only to gay. This world is just harsh to everybody, especially the African outlook. Yeah, so I wouldn't term them as special, but let's just say, okay, we are not okay, straight or lesbian. I think we're all the same. It's just that it's just that ideologies differ.
Thanks so much to our guests. Now, my last question before I can hand over to Rosie, my fellow host. What are the early signs of lesbianism or bisexuality? Because not everyone is born a lesbian or a bisexual. Yeah, so kindly, if you could just elaborate some of the symptoms and, yeah, some of the visible symptoms, or how someone can be feeling for them to decide to go for LGBT.
So the most visible signs of lesbianism, one of them is in movies, your eyes are drawn to women mostly, as in women characters just attract you or amaze you and stuff. Secondly, you see women everywhere, as in gents are not anywhere in your world. Thirdly, most of
of your friends are women. Those you choose to associate with or surround yourself with are ladies. Fourth, you've questioned your sexuality. This could be mainly because as ladies are speaking about their men or their gentlemen, as in you don't see the use of it. Walk or just like you're just in your own world. So the fifth one, you've fallen in love with a woman, ama your crush is a woman. The sixth one, lesbian love stories get to you. It's not like normally we ladies what turns stories of love stories of straight people turn us on. So in your case, lesbian stories are the ones that turn you on. And most probably you have kissed a girl in life and you liked it. So those are the most evident signs. As per my understanding, I stand to be kuongezewa ama kusubtractiwa, it's okay.
Thank you so much, Faith Diana, for your resourceful information. I'm very sure so very many people are learning from this session, and I really appreciate. Personally, it has been an eye-opening session for me, and I don't take it for granted. Now, let me dice it back to my co-host, Rosie. Kindly, do you have any more questions? Anything for our guest? Kindly, the stage is yours.
You're welcome, Caro. I also had a pleasant time engaging with you. Till next time, thank you.
Hey, Diana, kindly just hold on, Kiasi. I'm seeing Rosie is also around. I guess she's having a few more questions. And our audience, probably if there's any other person who has questions, who has anything that they need to be clarified for, anything they want to understand about LGBT, kindly feel free to ask. Yeah, and to our guests, in case there's any information that you'd love to share with us, also feel free. We shall release you in a few minutes. Just hold on.
Thanks very much, my dear colleague. Yeah, sure. I have a question. It has been an interactive session. I really enjoyed the talk show. I'm enjoying everything tonight. Okay, and to our guest. Let's say, not. It's like this. In coastal regions, traditions and cultures, everything. I don't think if they ever or they will ever support bisexual or lesbianism, as in inapingwa sana, as in even if you are a lady but you're seen with different kind of behaviors, acting like a man, wearing menswear, or kuna ile tabia, certain kind of character, they'll just be avoiding you. Or maybe I have a family, I'll just be telling my kids, please don't associate with that person, or don't associate with a certain lady from another house there, from a certain estate there, she's like this and this and this, please don't. So you see, their rights are not protected, they'll be avoided. So what do you think about that? But for it, like in coastal regions, they won't be allowed kwa sababu ya utamaduni na sheria sana sana. You know, in coastal regions, most of us are Muslims. I think you get to understand that most of the people are Muslims, or if Christians are few, but those cultures, even the Christians wamekuwa wakizielewa. Utapata they have they have what, oh my god, they get to to practice some cultures, some Muslims cultures and behaviors, because I think they are more than decent. So with that, how can you say to that, as in to some lesbians or bisexual people who are living in coastal regions, do they have their own rights, or what will they do according to your view? That is, upon to your view, watafanya nini? Kwa sababu hakuna atakayetaka kuwa support kwa kitu lolote, kwa sababu wataona wamekiuka tabia, wamekiuka sheria, wamekiuka masuala ya Mungu, wamekiuka utaratibu wote, malezi ya wazazi. Unezaje upon according to your own point of view?
Many people
Shalom.
ask the question if there is effects for being homosexual, and the most effect that I found rather alarming is health issues. Health, it is so easy for a lady to contract diseases from the other lady. You know how sensitive ladies can be. Also, there are health disparities linked to the societal stigma, discrimination, and denial of the civil rights and human rights. For example, when one is faced with discrimination, it attributes to substance abuse. Some of them might be suicidal. It also contributes to violence, as some of them try to fight back. It can also bring mental illnesses, depression, and stress. So, yeah, basically, yeah, that is one question you have not asked. So,
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much about that. I actually had no idea that there are side effects or maybe health effects of engaging in bisexuality or lesbianism, you know. But at least now you've opened my eyes, and thank you.
We are in an age where culture haijatiliwa maanani. We have married, intermarried. People have lost their cultural sense, and trust me, stigma is there. It will always be there. It will not go anywhere. All you have to do is learn how to cope with it, because even in real life, we get discriminated and criticized for small things: the shape of your nose, how your face looks like, the shape of your toes, your body, your body shape, that is. And we learn how to rise above all the criticism. So if you make that choice and you really want, this is what you want to do with your life, then I think nobody should stop you from doing whatever you want with your life. Atakama, by the way, it is in the Bible, homosexuality is greatly condemned. Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed just because of the act sodomy. That is Romans 1 and 2. But in this age we are in, we live by grace. Laws are important, yes, but zime okay, sijui niseme zimepitwa na wakati, for lack of a better word. But I feel that grace is always sufficient. Grace is everything. As a pastor's daughter, I wouldn't choose that path for me, but I think there is still a chance for lesbians to be accepted by the society, by the church and stuff, but not in Africa.
Okay, getting to learn. But they are for churches to accept lesbians and the practice of lesbianism. Well, kind of tricky, but I don't think if they can. Maybe some churches, if you say so. Mosque, no, they won't. There is an exception. In mosque, they can't. Okay, thanks, media. Okay, back to people who are bisexual. Bisexual. How can someone get to learn that? Yes, she's bisexual, but how will she get to learn that she's functioning with one gender while the other gender is not functioning? Then, with that, will she accept herself with the other gender? Maybe if she gets to know that the male gender is working while the female gender is not working, or it's not responding in anything, will how will she react? Or, as in, how can I put it? How will she go about it? Or let's say the male gender is not working, then the female gender is working. Then at that part, at some point, the lady, at some point, she'll want to get married. Yes, the husband is straight, while for her, she's transgender. Do you think she can be accepted in the society like that with the husband, or let me say the family? Or what do you see with such kind of life? Yes, she has ladies' features, but the male is the one working, the female is not working. Hata nafikiri unaweza shtuka, mi mwenyewe ningekuwa mwanamume naweza shtuka. I've seen a lady, what she's bisexual, then and tuweke tu vitu clear, itakuwaje? I myself I'll be shocked. Oh yes, where will I start? Yet we are like the same. Kindly please. I think audience wanataka kusikia hii mostly, but with time, kindly please, before we wind up. Yeah.
I haven't had time to look at transgender, but to me, this is a person who has no control over the situation that person is in. As in, hapo it's not a matter of choice. Ulijipata hivo. Umezaliwa hivo, umejipata hivo. So that person has come up with mechanisms to deal with the situation that person is in. So you have no right at all kutoka huko kwenye umetoka, then you make that person feel bad about is it a disability even? The condition that person is in. You're supposed to make that person feel appreciated, if at all you love that person. Remember, you being together haijaletwa na okay, I don't get, there is something I don't get about relationship these days. Kwani why is sex the basis of any relationship? I don't really get that, but I strongly believe that a person should be appreciated, especially transgender should be appreciated just the way they are, because it's out of their control. There is nothing they can do about it. So for the husband, napaswa tu accept, because si ulimpenda na you take a whole package, the benefits, the drawbacks of that person, you bring them all together. Kwenye utaweza kufit in, una fit in. Kwenye hutaweza, una deal with it. So you just accept the person.
I think I'm lacking words to express my gratitude to the answer that you've answered right now. I'm grateful, my dear guest, Faith Diana. And to our audience, I'm more than grateful that you've been cooperative from the start up to now. As we are winding up the show tonight, may you all be blessed. And to our guests, We're really humbled. Welcome to Kenya Beauty once more. We're more than grateful hosting you tonight. I myself have learned a lot, and to our audience at large, they've got to learn a lot from this show tonight. To my fellow hosts, Carlin Ateno, I'm more than happy being with you tonight. May you be blessed. And to our
So
guests,
much, Rosie, for being my co-host tonight. And to our guests, thank you for your time, thank you for your wisdom, thank you for enlightening us regarding lesbianism and bisexuality in our society. Now, to our audience, we will be continuing with this type of discussion next week, same time, same day, that is on Friday from 9:30, from 9 p.m. Yeah, so stay tuned. But next week we shall be having gayism and transgender in the society. So prepare your questions. Be ready for a wow session, and I hope we shall learn together. Now enjoy the rest of your night, and always your host again, Caroline Ateno, and thanks to my co-host Rosie. Thanks to Kenya Beauty. Good night, you all. We love you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. As we end this interview or talk, kuna mtu ameniuliza kwa inbox the advantages and the disadvantages of lesbianism. So here's my answer. None of these things have benefits or drawbacks because none of them have bad or good value. I hope umenielewa. Being a lesbian is not necessarily a choice. And as much as there is no point in discussing its benefits anymore than there is a point in discussing the benefits of being left-handed.